Welcome, rugby coaches. This is Rugby Basics bringing you another episode of the Drawing Board series. So today we'll be discussing everything about the kickoff. So where to start the kickoff from, what is a kickoff, what is a restart, where should the ball go, what happens when the ball goes dead, and things to avoid. So stay tuned for this episode because you will be a better rugby coach after this episode. So before we can even get to the kickoff or the restart, there has to be a coin toss. So before the rugby players can run onto the field, they have to decide which team is gonna kick off or which team is gonna receive the ball, and who's gonna play from which side to which side. So to do this, a coin toss has to take place, and this only happens once and at the very start before the game. So a coin toss happens when a ref takes a coin and flicks it in the air, and then whichever rugby captain has given the option to call heads or tails will make a call, and once that call has made, they will be given one of two options. So option one would be to either receive the ball from the kickoff or kick the ball themselves. Then once they have made this decision, the other option would be left to the captain who has lost the coin toss. That captain would then either choose to play from left or right. But that doesn't mean that when the captain who has won the coin toss has to choose to kick or receive, they can choose to play from left to right or from right to left, but they can only choose one option. So when they do this, then the losing captain that has lost the coin toss will be given the option to either kick or receive. So that is the coin toss, and that happens at the very start of each game before the rugby players can even run onto the field. And that is done by the two captains and the referee. So let's use an example here of a game played against France and Ireland, where France has won the coin toss and chosen to take the kick. So this left Ireland with the option to either play from left to right or play from right to left, and they have chosen to play from left to right. So this also means that because France has chosen to kick off, that means Ireland will receive the ball, and also because Ireland chose to play from left to right, that would leave France playing from right to left. So France will be kicking off from right to left, and Ireland will be receiving the ball and playing from left to right. So now that the coin toss is out of the way, we can proceed to the kickoff. But before we get to that, there are two kind of kicks. The kickoff and the restart. So the kickoff is done to every time to start the first half and to start the second half. And then the restarting kick is done every time a try was scored, or a penalty kick was taken, or a drop goal was successful. Then the game will restart with a restarting kick at the center line of the field. Okay, so now that we know where to kick the ball from, there are a few things we have to take in consideration to abide the rugby union laws relevant to the kickoff. So the first one is, when you kick the ball, make sure the kicker must make sure that ball goes 10 meters. So behind the 10-meter line. The ball has to go behind this line. Otherwise, if failed to do so, the ref will give the opposition side the opportunity to either scrum or take the re-kick. But most of the time they will take the scrum, because this means the opposition will get the ball. Also, every player that decides to chase the ball when the kickoff was taken or the restart was taken, all the players that decide to chase the ball must make sure that they are behind the ball when it was kicked. Otherwise, the ref will blow the whistle and stop the play and give a scrum to the opposition. So when the kickoff was taken and the ball was kicked past the 10-meter line and it has crossed the 10-meter plane, but the wind has decided to blow this ball back, that would also mean that play can continue. So this is within the laws. That means the ball has crossed the 10-meter plane and has come back, so it is fine. Play can continue. Using the exact same clip, I want to show you here that when the kickoff was taken, and the ball has not reached 10 meters or has not crossed the 10-meter plane, but the opposition side has decided to play the ball first, this is within the laws and play can continue. Also taking in consideration is when the kicker decides to put too much power on the ball and he kicks the ball directly into touch, the opposition will have one of 4 options to choose from. So the first one would be to re-kick the restarting kick or the kick-off kick, or they can opt for a scrum in the middle of the field where the kickoff was taken, or they can have a line out on the 50-meter line, or they can have a quick throw in anywhere from where the ball has gone into touch and backwards. The kicker also has to take in consideration when he puts too much power on the ball from the kickoff or the restart, when that ball goes past the dead ball area, the ref will stop the game and come back for a scrum in the middle of the field, and once again the ball will be given back, or the ball will be given to the opposition side. And then also, very unlikely, but when the kicker kicks the ball and the wind blows the ball back so far that it is past your dead ball area line, the ref will come back for a scrum at the center of the field. But in this video, this doesn't occur a lot of times, but it can happen, and when it does, the ref will blow the whistle and stop the game and come back for a scrum in the center of the field. Yes, so if you like this video, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you can stay up to date with the latest videos that Rugby Basics will bring to you. And make sure to look out for the next video. This is Rugby Basics.
Talk to my hand, I don't wanna talk.